We posted this video some days ago in social media, and it generated all kinds of responses, and it was interesting because we wanted to see what common sense dictate that you have to do. What are the paradigms in terms of what do you do in a situation like this? And a lot of people answered that you need to keep driving. Some people have different suggestions on what you would do in this particular situation, but have to take into account a couple of things. First, this was shot in South Africa, or the camera was positioned in South Africa according to the data on the screen. So we don't have a lot of information and a lot of knowledge on the types of crimes that go under, especially the motives. You have to understand the motive of a crime. If it's for money, or if it's there to kill you, if they want to assassinate you, it's a different thing. It's a different situation. And the response needs to be a whole lot different, because the motivation is going to drive them in different directions, and the threshold for risk that they're going to have is going to be different as well. So if we translated that, or we brought that same situation to a freeway or an interstate in the US, what would you do? First, you need to know your risk. You need to know what is the motivation on the other side. And still, you're not going to go driving forward. Why? Because no matter what you do, no matter what type of vehicle you have, you're not going to drive a bullet. So you have to understand your options here. And if you go to epaccess.com, and if you've been through my course in AP Access, you will know we divide this in the 6 stages of execution. And there is a moment for evasion, which is a little bit before this. This is too late for evasion. They have the weapons out. They have very very powerful weapons that are going to hurt you no matter where you are. Unless you are in a very heavily armored vehicle, the probabilities those bullets will eventually start to come in. So what do you do right now? The thing is, way before, let's go back 2 minutes, and then you need to get out of there. And the moment you realize there's something going on, they're going to do something to you, get out of there. If you see on your left, there's a middle divider that's low enough for the SUV to get over it, but it's not low enough for the BMW to get easily over it. That will buy you a lot of time. And you need to get yourself into a place where the risk for the bad guys is so great that they're going to avoid their mission. You need to look into that, and you need to plan in terms of that. What are the safe havens around where you are? What is the best route to get there? And you need to get out of the way as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And always keep in mind that preservation of the vehicle is preservation of your life. So you have to be very careful when you jump that you do not disable your vehicle. When you stop, you've already lost. That's one thing. They shouldn't have stopped. At least not that fast. We don't know what's going on in the back. We don't have that much information, only video to the front. But the moment there's weapons of that caliber pointing at you, saying you need to stop, unless you are sure it's an assassination attempt where fighting might give you a better chance of surviving, then right there, it's too late. Whatever you do, they're going to react, and they got to show you who's the boss. They're going to shoot. So when you get to that point, the vehicle's already stopped, or there's a vehicle blocking your way, and that kind of firepower is pointing at you, your odds are better at stopping and reversing, getting out of there. You got to put distance between you and that weapon as fast as you can. Again, I'd love to hear your comments based on these new analysis or these new information. Leave them here. If not, we'll see you next time.